Welcome everyone to the AAF Simulated on EA Sports, and we are finally back and we've got another good game for you. End of week 6 already. The San Diego Fleet 4-1 hosting the 3-2 Birmingham Iron. Two of the best teams in this league are ready to go at it, and it should be fun as we welcome you right now to San Diego as the Fleet and the Iron prepare to take the field. Couple things that we want to look at before this game starts. What are the strengths and what are the weaknesses of these teams? San Diego's strength has been their offense. It has been absolutely phenomenal. The one weakness is their defense can be a little bit sketchy sometimes. They'll force a ton of turnovers, but they'll let offenses hang around sometimes. That's something that they're going to want to avoid doing today, because the Birmingham Iron have done a phenomenal job this season of coming back and also just maintaining solid offensive play, despite some inconsistency from their quarterback, Luis Perez. So this is going to be an interesting game to see which one of these two teams comes out on top. It's a big game for both these squads when you think of the standings. Salt Lake won this week, so San Diego, if they lose, will go back down to second seed, but if they win, they'll maintain number 1 seed in the West. Meanwhile, Birmingham, if they win, they maintain number 1 seed in the East. If they lose, they'll drop underneath Orlando. So we'll see what happens. San Diego has elected to receive, and Nick Novak sends it away. We are underway from San Diego. Brian Brown will take it out of the end zone, and looking to get a block, won't get much, and he'll get up to the 24-yard line. That's where we'll start. And now we're going to get a look at our signal caller. It's Mike Berkovici, and honestly, if these stats don't scream MVP, I don't know what does right now. He's completing a lot of his passes. He's throwing for 1,425 yards, 15 touchdowns, only 2 interceptions. He's averaging 9 yards per attempt. His QB rating is all the way up at 112.9 through 5 games. That's impressive. Let's see what we can do today against a good Iron defense. On the ground, that's Terrell Watson breaking loose all the way up to the 43-yard line. Watson, the back behind Gardner, breaks out right away with a beautiful gain on the play. Look at this. The offensive line, which has been pretty solid this season. Man, what a move he puts right there on Elijah Campbell. And Watson, this is some type of run that you'd expect to see from Gardner. Look at that move. Watson is more the big type of running back that just runs it down your throat inside the 5-yard line, but he's shown he can do it too. Great play to start things off. Mike Marsh, the head coach of San Diego, he's done a phenomenal job here. Good start to this ball game. 1st and 10 from the 43. Back to throw is Mike Berkovici with plenty of time. He's going to take a deep shot right away. Why not? And it is incomplete. Wait, it's called in. How in the world did Nelson Spruce catch that? That is unbelievable. I got to get another look at this. How did he fit this? Look, what a throw from Berkovici. And Spruce, wonder if this is going to go to review. Jack Tocho is right there to make a play, but Spruce goes up and somehow rips it up over the top, and San Diego. That's unbelievable. Nelson Spruce has been an absolute stud this season. Man, that's incredible. And it's going to stay a catch on the ground. Gardner trying to get in. He does. Touchdown, Jaquan Gardner, and San Diego strikes right off the bat. This offense is looking hot. My goodness. Look at this. Straight through the gut. Nicely done. Runs right behind his blocker, Marcus Ball, the tight end. And San Diego with a 6-0 lead. And Jaquan Gardner, yeah, he's a guy that we really want to talk about today, because he has been phenomenal on this season so far. The stat sheet is being a little glitchy for me. He's got 299 yards on the season, averaging 6.4 yards a carry. Heck of a year. 2-point try now. Berkovici will throw. Quick slant, and misses his man. He had Brian Brown open. Can't find him, so this will stay a 6-0 game. But under a minute, not even a minute and a half that drive took. That was incredible. Wish we could get a replay of that Nelson Spruce catch. That was absolutely ridiculous. But Berkovici, you know, we have seen him. One thing that he struggled with is consistency. You know, he makes a beautiful throw to Spruce, and then wide open Brian Brown can't hit him across the middle for the 2-point conversion. That's something that he admits he needs to improve upon that, and we'll see how he does as this game continues. But San Diego burst out of the gate, 3 plays, 76 yards, and a 1-yard touchdown run from Jaquan Gardner finishes off that drive. San Diego kicks it away. Donnie Hageman kicks it off. Back to receive is Quan Bray, and he will take a knee. So, now we're going to look at Luis Perez, the quarterback for the Iron, and he's had an up-and-down season. Right now, he's throwing for 1,192 yards. He's thrown 8 touchdowns, 7 interceptions. He's completing 66% of his passes. QB rating of 89.1. The good news for Birmingham is that he has been playing better. After that 1-2 start last week in Orlando, he looked really good. He had a 128.4 QB rating. We'll see what we can do today against a good defense. Trent Richardson takes it up the gut, and that's a gain of about 1 on the play. And now we're going to get a look at Birmingham's offense. And Richardson, he had one heck of a game last week. 126 yards on the ground, averaged only over 5 yards a carry. And on the season, he's been a stud. 350 yards on the season, almost 5 yards per carry. And look at the wide receivers. The Iron have some studs there as well. You got Jamal Robinson with 310 yards through the air. He's actually leading that entire group. Wes Saxton, the tight end, 290 yards and 3 touchdowns. Those are guys you're going to want to keep your eye on. They go on the ground again. Richardson, this time with a nice hole, and takes it to the 31. That's a gain of about 5. And now we're going to get a look at San Diego's defense, and they have some dogs here. Miles Nash and Demontre Moore have been phenomenal there at the end position. AJ Tarpley has been incredible at the linebacker position, and Cameron Kelly, the safety, that guy can do it all. He has been all over the place throughout this entire season. Last week, the San Diego defense rallied. They were down 15-9 against the undefeated Salt Lake Stallions, and in the fourth quarter, they came back. Spruce with a touchdown, and then Ron Brooks with 1 minute and 16 seconds left intercepted Woodrum and took it to the house for the go-ahead winning touchdown. They won that game 23-15. That was exciting. Quick pass from Perez. It's complete, and that's a first down. The sticks will move. Complete to the tight end, Wes Saxton, who we just mentioned earlier. He's been having a really good season, kind of under the radar. You know, doesn't get a lot of talk about him. You don't hear a lot about him, but just a perfect route from the tight end, little tight end out route. Does a nice job of securing the football quickly and getting upfield to pick up a first down. And this is what we're going to expect to see from Tim Lewis and his Birmingham Iron group. A little bit slower, more methodical. Probably not going to see that deep shot, maybe at least not on this first drive. But they'll look to march down the field and take us some time while doing so. Perez, quick pass, and it's caught underneath again. There is Wes Saxton with another complete catch into San Diego territory. So the Iron moving the football. Saxton with a nice grab across the middle, and that's a good throw from Perez. And this is what we're going to have to see from Perez throughout this entire game. Simple throws. You know, he doesn't have to do anything fancy. Doesn't have to do anything, you know, out of the ordinary. He's not Patrick Mahomes, and we know that. Perez just has to be the leader there in that group on that offensive side of the football and make plays when he has to, make the right throws, get some good looks, and take it from there. 1st and 10 from the 47. They try a quick pass to Washington, and that goes nowhere. Not a chance on that screen pass. Miles Nash, the defensive end, was in there to blow that one up, and goes to show the athleticism of those San Diego ends. Washington didn't even have the second he caught the ball, Nash just gets off the block and makes the play. Damian Washington's had a decent season, a little bit underwhelming, but, you know, 252 yards through 5 weeks. You can't complain about that. That's some solid production from one of your go-to guys. 2nd and 11 now from the 48. They will stay in the air. Perez, deep down across the middle, and it's incomplete. Overthrows Quentin Patton, who we had wide open down the seam route. That's a bad miss, and that's exactly what we're talking about. Perez, he's not going to get a lot of those looks, especially against this San Diego defense, which is phenomenal. There's really no other way to put it. They're fantastic. That's a throw he has got to make. Would have put him inside the 20. Instead, now they're 3rd and 11 from the 48. Perez steps up in the pocket, trying to make something happen. Deep, wide open man, and it's complete. Jamal Robinson breaks loose and gets inside the 20 to the 17, and the Iron move the chains. Wow. And this time, Perez did not miss a throw. Look at this. This is a beautiful pass. He knows he's going to get hit. He's under pressure. He steps up in the pocket and delivers a strike to Robinson, who was able to get behind the defender. And it's Cameron Kelly, surprisingly, who lets him go. 1st and 10 now from the 17, 31-yard gain for Robinson, who is just another highlight of the many highlights we've seen from him this season. Birmingham in a good position. Give it to Trent Richardson, why not? Oh, that's a big hole. Nice lane for Richardson down to the 9. It's going to bring up 2nd and 2 for the Iron. They are moving the ball well on this drive. This is a great answer. You know, if you're a Birmingham fan, you gotta hope that they can just punch it in the end zone here. But what an answer. You know, you got San Diego, who just had the fireworks to start. I think that'd take a little bit of the gas out of this offense, but no. They're inside the 10 already. 2nd and 2 now from the 9. Back to throw is Perez with all day. End zone. It is caught for the touchdown. Jamal Robinson is able to hang on despite the hit from Demetrius Wright. And Birmingham ties it up at 6. This is an absolute dart from Perez. He put it exactly where he needed to put it. Wright is just a little bit late getting to the football, and Robinson is able to secure it in the end zone. So, of course, it's a touchdown. He had control before he came back out of the end zone. They got a 6-6 game right now. A chance to take an 8-6 lead here with the 2-point conversion. All receivers spread wide for Perez. Back to throw. Good protection. Now it's letting up, and Perez did not get rid of the football, and he is taken down. Excellent tackle there. Jalen Robinson not letting him get away. And the Fleet get the stop on the 2-point conversion. Very similar to what San Diego did on their offensive drive. Score a nice touchdown, but cannot convert on the 2-point conversion. So, 6-6 ball game. It has been a fun one so far here in San Diego. A lot of offense. And, you know, we go back to that 3rd and 11 conversion. I'd say that was the biggest play of that drive. Kept it moving, and Tim Lewis got to be proud of his quarterback there for stepping up, making that big-time throw. Especially coming right back after missing Patton on a similar look. Probably would have put them around the 17-yard line on that throw. Excellent work. We're not even 6 minutes into the first quarter, and we have had quite a bit of action so far. Novak sends it away. Back to receive is Brown, who takes it from about the 6. It's a short kick from Novak. And they capitalize. There's a 24-yard return by Brown to the 30. So good starting field position for the Fleet, and that's where they'll take over with the football. And coming out, Berkovici and Spruce, who had a phenomenal connection there on that first drive. That was incredible. I don't know how Spruce hang on to that, and I feel like, you know, it could have been reviewable. Looked like he lost the football at the end, but regardless, San Diego with a big play and the big-time score from Gardner. Berkovici going deep again. Why not? And he's got a man wide open as Dantes Ford deep into Birmingham territory to the 44. Berkovici, 2 completions for 81 yards. He is ripping through this Iron defense right now. I mean, they don't have any answers at all. And I know they've only thrown 2 passes, but Ford and Spruce with 2 big catches. And we've not had tons of offensive shootouts. This might just be one of them. I mean, with the way these offenses are looking right now, it's going to be hard for either defense to do much of anything. And right now, Birmingham needs to step up. Tim Lewis, you know, his team is that smash mouth defense type of team. That's just who they are. They need to up their game. On the ground, it's Watson who had that big carry to start things, and that's a nice gain. Fighting for every single yard he can get to the 40. There's a pickup of 4. Let's look at this San Diego Fleet offense. These wide receivers are incredible. We've got Dantes Ford who made that nice catch. He's got 383 yards and 5 touchdowns on the season. Meanwhile, Nelson Spruce up there as well with 350 yards and 2 touchdowns. Both these guys playing phenomenal. And you got Marcus Ball in there as well, the tight end, with 290 yards and 3 touchdowns. Been playing excellent football. They got a lot of guys on that team. 2nd and 6 from the 40. Spruce in motion, and Berkovici will throw with plenty of time, but he's got to get rid of it. He will, and that's just a throwaway out of bounds. Smart to let go of that one. Let's look at this Birmingham defense. You know, they've got a lot of big names over here as well. You got Casey Sales, who's been having an excellent season there on the line. You've got Jonathan Massacoy, Benequez Brown, Joe Powell, some of those big names. Excuse me. On the linebacker position, Elijah Campbell, he is a rising star in this league. He's been playing great football. He's had a couple pick sixes throughout the season. Just a guy that can do a lot of different things. But right now, this defense is going to have to step up here. Big 3rd and 6 from the 40. Can they get a stop that they desperately need right now to try to slow down the San Diego offense? Back to throw is Berkovici. With time, quick pass, wide open. That's Brian Brown, and he'll take it to the 16. And just when you thought there was a chance that Birmingham could get a stop, that's a 24-yard completion, and Berkovici already has over 100 yards through the air. Man, he is lighting it up today. And they're once again in the red zone. The Iron are going to have to step up in a big way right now. Try to get some sort of stop. Unbelievable performance right now from this Fleet offense. They are rolling. Berkovici to throw. Why not? Quick pass. Outside, it's caught. Nelson Spruce down to the 6. And that's another first down. These guys are in rhythm. They're in sync. Excuse me. Whoa. And they are playing excellent football. Look, it's just a beautiful out route there. Kind of going with that bench route to the outside. And just beats Tocho. Jack Tocho several yards away from Spruce when he was coming out of that break. And Nelson Spruce, just one of those amazing stories of someone who's getting a second chance here in the Alliance of American Football. And you love to see it. 1st and goal from the 6. You wonder if they go on the ground here to Gardner, who had the touchdown to start this game. And they will give it to Gardner, and that time he gets blasted. Taking down the 5. Good tackle made by that Birmingham defense. A few guys in there, got some penetration, and pushed him back. 2nd and goal. Under a minute here in this first quarter. Can the Fleet get a score before the quarter ends? Motions Gardner out of the backfield. Gotta get this play off. He barely does. Quick pass. Underneath, and it's dropped. Incomplete. That's a tough drop from the tight end, Ben Johnson, who should have hauled that in. He was wide open and could have walked into the end zone. Instead, it brings up 3rd and goal from the 5. Can Birmingham get a big stop here? Berkovici to throw. Plenty of time. Lets it go, and it's incomplete. Nearly intercepted. That was a dangerous pass from Berkovici. Lucky that one just fell to the turf. So the Iron defense steps up and gets a nice stump inside the 10. Impressive. And I don't, 2 guys there. I don't know if there was miscommunication offensively. Maybe Berkovici was just trying to throw it away. Regardless, not a good pass. Dangerous. And now Donnie Haseman has to try the 22-yard field goal to make this a 9-6 game. Kick is up, and it is through. And the Fleet regain the lead, 9-6. The solid drive. Probably disappointing to only come away with 3 points when you consider how many effective plays they had on the drive, and they had the drop by Johnson going across the middle. That could have been a touchdown. And then Berkovici had a lot of time but just couldn't find anyone open. Great defense by the Iron, who really needed to make a stop and keep this, at least just a 3-point game. 9-6. And we'll see what the Iron can do here. Getting the ball back. They had a phenomenal first drive, marched it right down, scored the touchdown. That big 3rd and 11 conversion from Perez to Robinson. Hageman, after the field goal, kicks it away. Back to receive is Bray, who takes it from about the goal line. And he's got some room to run. Quan Bray with a move to the 34. That was a beautiful return from the quick and speedy receiver. 1st and 10 now from the 34 for the Iron. Let's see what Tim Lewis wants to call on first down. It's Trent Richardson barreling through defenders up to the 39. That's a gain of 5. It's going to bring up 2nd and 5, but that will most likely bring us to the end of this long first quarter that had a lot of scoring. We've hit the end of quarter number 1. The San Diego Fleet here at home with a 9-6 lead over the visiting Birmingham Iron. Both of these teams with some excellent offensive performance. In that first quarter, you had Berkovici finding Nelson Spruce with that 56-yard big-time completion. Jaquan Gardner gets in for the touchdown, and then Birmingham finding the end zone as well. Perez back to throw. Quick pass across the middle, knocked away. Good defense underneath by A.J. Tarpley. 3rd and 5 coming out. Another big 3rd down for the Iron. They've done a good job on that first drive, converting I think 2 or 3 big 3rd downs. Can they get one here to keep this drive alive? And you get the sense that if San Diego gets the ball back here with a 3 and out from Birmingham, it's going to be tough for the Iron to recover from that. Perez to throw. He's got time, but he's got to let it go. He will. And he misses his man. Looking for, I believe, Wes Sexton. Going across the middle, and he cannot complete it. The second miss this game by Perez, that kind of a costly miss. And can we get a look at who that was? It was either Sexton or Quentin Patton. Regardless, it's 4th down, and the Iron have a quick 3 and out. You know, it's disappointing on multiple levels. Not only do you have a 3 and out, but you had great field position set up nicely by your returner. And it's for nothing as Birmingham has to punt it away. And that's going to go too far. Colton Schmidt sends it through the end zone. That's tough. Had a chance to pin him as well. Can't do it. And now San Diego gets it from the 20-yard line, up 9-6. They've scored on both their drives so far. Can they get it done right now? 1st and 10 from the 20. On the ground, that's actually, no, it's Gardner. That's a 1st down to the 33. The quick little legs of Jaquan Gardner to the 33-yard line. 1st down. San Diego's offense, I mean, just can't say enough about it. With all the weapons that they have, the ferocity of that running back duo of Gardner and Watson is phenomenal. First and 10 coming up from the 33. Let's see what the play call is from Mike Martz. Maybe do a little play action here with Berkovici. And no, they won't. It's Gardner again with a big hole again. Actually, no, it was Watson, excuse me. 1st down, Fleet. They are running the football well. They are passing the football well. This Fleet offense, it's humming. Running on all cylinders right now. 1st and 10 now from their own 44. 2 nice runs from Gardner and Watson. Set him up close to midfield. 1st and 10. It's Gardner, and this time he gets met. Good tackle by Devin Taylor. Brings up 2nd and 8. Birmingham, you know, they had a decent stop down there in the red zone, hold them to a field goal. Thing is, can their defense actually get a stop and hold them to no points? Create a turnover, or at least force a punt. You know, they got to do something to slow down this offensive attack. Off play action, Berkovici, deep across the middle, wide open is Ford, spinning his way down to the 29. The Fleet are unstoppable right now. Perfect throw And he hits forward in stride, just gets wide open, and this is what San Diego fans were looking to see. Mike Martz, he's just doing an excellent job right now calling these plays, finding ways to get this team open. Excuse me, his receivers open, get this team first downs. First and 10 from the 29. See what the play call is from Martz. They go on the ground. Gardner with a hole. Jukes down to the 25. Gardner with 21 yards. Watson with 34. Those guys have over 50 combined right now. And we're not even halfway through the second quarter. So the ground game efficient as they're knocking on the door of the red zone once again. 2nd and 6 from Birmingham's 25. Calls forward in motion. Gotta get the play off. He does. Berkovici. And that time misses his man looking for Marcus Baugh. It falls incomplete. It's 3rd and 6. Big third down right now for the Fleet, who had to settle for a field goal the last drive. Probably not going to want to do that again. A couple excellent runs from Gardner and Watson have set them up inside the 25. 3rd and 6. Back to throw is Berkovici. Quick pass and it's complete. They move the chains as Dantes Ford down to the 17, and they, for the 3rd drive in a row, are inside Birmingham's red zone. Dantes Ford with 58 yards receiving in just the first half. He's having a monster performance once again, and the Fleet continue to move the football. This Birmingham defense just doesn't have many answers at all. 1st and 10 now from the 17. See what the play call is going to be from Mike Martz for his squad. Back to throw, Berkovici. Quick pass. It's Gardner underneath with a nice grab. Gardner pushes his way all the way down to the 5. He does not give up. He is a fighter. And the Fleet to the 5. The San Diego Fleet offense is rolling, and they're looking to get it in the end zone once again. First and goal from the 5. On the ground, Watson breaking through tackles and takes it to the 2. Watson now with 37 yards on the ground just here in this first half alone. Keep hitting my keyboard. Sorry, guys. 2nd and goal now from the 2. See what the play call is going to be from Martz. Maybe expect to see play action here, or they'll keep it on the ground. They go with a direct handoff to Paul James, who goes nowhere. Excellent tackle there in the backfield by Casey Sales. It's going to bring up 3rd and 2 from the 2. Well, 3rd and goal from the 2, excuse me. Another massive 3rd and goal right now. San Diego, they had to settle for a 22-yard field goal. It'd be insane if they had to settle for another field goal inside the 5. The delayed give to Gardner, who gets blown up. Casey Sales in there to make the play. Sales on Gardner. And the Fleet are going to have to kick another 22-yard field goal. Look at that. Excellent penetration by Sales. Gets right around his guy. And Gardner did not have a chance. Just blown up immediately. So that's another big stop for this Iron defense to at least keep this a one-possession game as Donnie Hageman trots out for another short field goal. 22 yards. Same spot. Kick is on its way, and it is good. And San Diego now has a 12-6 lead with 3:11 to play in the second quarter. I gotta say, if you're San Diego, you've got to be really disappointed now. That's 2 drives that you get to the 5-yard line and can't punch it in the end zone. And this offense has simply looked unstoppable. And yes, they scored on all 3 drives, but had to settle for 2 field goals there. Kind of maybe lowers the morale a little bit on the sidelines, and also makes it a little bit more difficult for you if Birmingham catches their stride again on offense. Scores a touchdown, they can take the lead, despite San Diego outplaying them Birmingham also gets the football for half. So the Fleet defense has got to step up and make some plays if they want to maintain a lead. Hageman boots it away. Bray takes it from about the 5. Trying to make a move. He's got some blockers, and that almost broke loose. Birmingham, that blocker right there, got off his man, and I think if he stayed on him, Quan Bray could have taken that a lot further. Good starting field position, though, from the 32 for Perez and company. Well, let's see what they can do. They were marching the ball pretty well, but then had to punt it. 1st and 10 now from the 32. Perez back to throw with plenty of time, and now just going to throw it away. Good coverage from that Fleet defense. And Perez, we talked about, last week and this week, he's been really improving just his overall style of play. He's not been making really bad throws. He's not been throwing nearly as many interceptions as he was to start the season. And he just looks more collected out there. Looks more like a leader. 2nd and 10. On the ground is Richardson trying to find a lane. Couldn't break the tackle. And taking down the 38, though. It's a nice gain of 6. Brings up a big 3rd and 4 for this Iron offense. Sitting at 3 and 2 right now. This is a tough game on the road. If they could find a way to come away with a win against San Diego, who I say is the favorites to win this game, especially since it's in San Diego. That'd be a huge win for them to gain a lot more momentum in the East Division. Perez to throw. It is caught by Richardson out of the backfield. Excellent work by the running back. Brings him up to the 48. So they still have 3 timeouts and the 2-minute warning. And they're midfield. Looking pretty good right now for the Iron if they can maintain this. Richardson, he's been a phenomenal back for them this season. But it's nice to see him get out there and make a big-time catch when he needs to. Goes to show the grit of Richardson and this entire Birmingham team. And the clock does end up running down to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes left in this half. 12-6. The Fleet with the lead, but Birmingham with a chance to make something happen here from the 48 and 3 timeouts. At least get in the field goal range. Make it 12-9. You can take a lead with a touchdown, even without getting the 2-point conversion to start the second half. Back to throw is Perez. Got time. Slings it down the field, and is that hold? It is. Unreal. What a grab by Washington, and a perfect 29-yard pass from Luis Perez. Look at this throw. He's got Washington there in the corner, and the beautiful toe tap. LaDamian Washington getting both feet down, and from what I can tell, certainly in bounds. And he gets out of bounds. They don't need to blow a timeout now from the 22, and it is going to go to booth review. The refs want to get another look at this one.
The previous play is under review.
And so will we. Want to take a look right there. It looks like he's got the toe drag from that angle. A little bit difficult to see from right here. I think his foot just gets down in bounds. See what the call is from the refs. And the play stands. 1st and 10 now from the 22. A huge opportunity for Birmingham here as the half comes to a close. Perez to throw. Down the seam, and it is dropped. Incomplete, knocked away. Excellent defense. Looking for Saxon. He had him open, and Perez just floats that ball just a bit too much. Would have set him up inside the 10. 2nd and 10 now from the 22. Back to throw is Perez. With plenty of time. He's got to let the ball go. Finally does, and it's incomplete. So that brings up 3rd and 10. Third and 10, and this is a big 3rd down because you don't want to do anything too risky here. You don't want to force it into a spot that just isn't open. We've seen Perez do that. Week 3 against Atlanta. Made a crucial mistake that lost him the game. Does not want to do something like that here. 3rd and 10. Just going to check it out, and is caught by Saxon, who is immediately blown up by Demetrius Wright. And San Diego's going to use a timeout. So Birmingham's going to have to settle for 3. 4th and 7 from the 19. And I think quite obviously Novak is going to have to be sent out there, take the 3, and hope that their defense can hold San Diego from scoring anything before the half comes to a close. 36-yard field goal attempt for Nick Novak. Kick is up, and it is good. 12-9. Birmingham closes the gap, cuts it in half, and is now a 3-point game. It's a nice kick from Novak, who has had his struggles this season, but been pretty solid from 40 and under. Struggles he's had are, once you get up close to 50 and then beyond that. It's a big play, and you look at this Birmingham defense that has been just out of rhythm, playing, on their heels pretty much this entire game. But they've only surrendered 12 points, which is honestly really impressive considering all the yards, all the first downs, all the big plays that San Diego has had. For it to be 12-9 at this point, they should be proud of themselves, and hopefully they can come out and maybe just get a stop here. Keep this a 12-9 game as they head into halftime. Novak sends it away. Back to receive is Brown, and he will choose to take a knee. 12-9. A minute 33 to play. Jaquan Gardner had the touchdown earlier. He's got 18 yards on the ground. Not a ton of production from him, but Terrell Watson has been outstanding with about 40 yards on the ground. He had that big run to start things off on that first drive. 1st and 10. Berkovici will throw. And that is caught on the sidelines, and he gets out of bounds. Brown with a beautiful completion. Mike Berkovici has 171 yards. It's the first half. On pace for well over 300, probably close to 350 to finish this game, which is incredible. He has been outstanding today, as he has been for most of this season. Berkovici back to throw. Quick pass underneath. It's caught by Gardner. Gardner puts on the Jets and takes it to the 48. San Diego is moving the football as usual. This is their 4th drive of this first half, and it's just so effortless. He's got Gardner coming out of the backfield with a little angle route, and he's speedy. Picks up a lot of extra yardage there before being taken down by 3 Iron defenders. 5'6", you wouldn't expect it to take 3 guys to take down someone who's 5'6", but Jaquan Gardner, he's on another level. 1st and 10. Another quick pass to Gardner, and this time is knocked away by Benequez Brown. Brings up 2nd and 10 from the 48 with 1 minute and 1 to play. You wonder if Mike March is going to tell Berkovici, to air it out, just sling it, or to be a little bit careful because you don't want to give Birmingham any momentum going into the half. Quick pass, that's Gardner again. And he lost the football, and it's picked up by Devin Taylor. Birmingham's got the football. Rumbling down the sidelines is Taylor, all the way down to the 25. Unbelievable. Gardner made the little grab and then coughed it up. The big question is, did the ground force this fumble? Gonna get a good look at it here. And I think he's down well before that football comes out. This should certainly go to booth review. If you look at that left knee right here, we'll get a look. That knee is clearly down before that ball comes out. This should go to booth review, and it should be overturned. Gardner was tackled before coughing it up, and we will get a booth review.
The previous play is under review.
And that's tough for Birmingham, and that's what's funny is how exactly what I just said. You don't want to give Birmingham momentum going in the half. They have a chance to score here if this does not get overturned, but Looking at those two angles, I think it's pretty clear that Jaquan Gardner was down by contact, and the ball came out after the tackle was made. And yes, the call has been reversed, overturned, and San Diego now has to use the timeout to stop the clock with 45 seconds left. It was a hell of an effort there from Jamar Summers to, the ref announces it after the timeout. Interesting. Anyway, heck of a play by Jamar Summers, but if he just could have knocked that out a little bit earlier, Birmingham would take the lead before this half is done. Bergavici, pressure, he does not see the man coming. Unbelievable play by that Birmingham defense, and that Summers coming around the edge for the sack. So how about this Iron defense stepping it up and now forcing a punt? 4th and 14. That is massive. That's a huge play from the Iron because, you know, it sucks to have a play like that overturned. But they come out, they blitz him, and it's a great call by Tim Lewis, the head coach. Quan Bray not gonna try to return it, and that does bounce to the end zone. So Birmingham will have it with 2 timeouts, 44 seconds from their own 20. Sam Irwin-Hill for his first punt of the day. Perez, decent first half stats there. 8 of 14, 105 yards and a touchdown. Not bad, hasn't turned over the football. Right now, if I'm Birmingham, I'm just gonna try to run this thing down right now. You don't want to risk anything crazy. San Diego brings the house. It's caught by Richardson. Tries to break a couple tackles, but cannot. Birmingham does use a timeout. 39 seconds left. They're still at their own 22 with 1 timeout left. At this point, not a whole lot they can do. Yeah, they could prove me wrong. Crazier things have happened, but I don't think Birmingham has much of a chance here to do anything with the amount of time they have left on the clock. Perez will throw. And he's going to be taken down. Tanella Topu with the sack. So San Diego comes right back at him with some pressure. And Topu gets home. Look at that. It broke through 2 offensive linemen there. Gets the job done. And this might just run us to the second half. Depends on if they want to call another play or not. 3rd and 14. And they do get one more play off at the run to Richardson, taking down the 20, and that will take us to the second half. 12-9, the hometown San Diego Fleet with the lead, looking to keep their win streak alive. Meanwhile, the Birmingham Iron looking to keep their win streak alive on the road against a tough Fleet team. It has been a fun first half, and it's going to be interesting to see what happens in the second half. We'll be back right after this halftime report. We welcome you back right now to San Diego, the hometown Fleet with a 12-9 lead over the Birmingham Iron. It has been a fun one here in California. It's going to be a really interesting second half. Which team is going to step up, and honestly, which defense is going to step up and make the big-time plays to let their offense start to pull away. We saw San Diego make some incredible adjustments and some incredible plays offensively, but they were held to 2 field goals inside the 5, thanks to some excellent red zone defense by the Iron. They will be getting the football to start this half, and only down 12-9. They got to be pretty happy with where they are at, considering how impressive San Diego's offense has looked. So Perez, he's done a pretty solid job, and Trent Richardson as well. You know, not a whole lot of complaining to do when you look at Birmingham's offense, but can they step it up right now and score a touchdown and take the lead? Quan Bray on the return with a lot of room and takes it up to the 29. Good return from Bray. And Birmingham takes over just outside their own 30. Out comes Luis Perez and company. The Iron. Let's see what they can do here to start the second half. Tim Lewis You know, we know how keen he is on a run game. Let's see if he starts out this half running the football or letting Perez try to air it out. 1st and 10 from the 29. They will go on the ground. Trent Richardson with a big hole. Richardson with the first down to the 41. It's a nice gain of 12 on the play. Richardson with 41 yards on just 7 carries. He's having a nice game for himself. San Diego's defense just late to get to the football, and it allows Richardson to break through. 1st and 10 from the 41. Wonder what the play call is going to be here from Lewis. They keep it on the ground. Why not? Richardson makes a move, and Richardson barreling his way into San Diego territory down to the 47. Trent Richardson now over 50 yards, and that one was nice. Another 12-yard gain on the play. 2 carries, 24 yards in this half for Richardson. And it's funny, it's exactly what I said. He loves to use Richardson, Tim Lewis, the head coach. Loves to get him going and just a smash mouth, barreling up the middle offensive scheme. Works to perfection. 1st and 10 now from the 47. High snap, Richardson. This time he's met in the backfield. Great tackling. That's Ryan Muller in there with the first contact. And they push him back a couple yards. Going to bring up 2nd and 12. This time, San Diego is ready for it. I think it got a little bit predictable right there. Kind of would have liked to see Perez pull it back. Little play action and throw it down the field. Now 2nd and 12. You're a little bit limited on what you can do offensively. They stay on the ground. Richardson breaks one tackle, trying to break another, but can only get back to the line of scrimmage. That's Ryan Muller in there again, along with Demontre Moore. His defense stopped the run nicely on those 2 plays, and now a 3rd and 11 coming up for the Iron, who had a nice 3rd and 11 conversion on their first drive back in the first quarter. Can they do it here? See what Perez can do. Back to throw with time. Stepping up in the pocket. Got pressure in his face. Rips it across the middle. And who else but Jamal Robinson to make a very similar play for a 3rd and 11 conversion. Bring him down to the 28. And San Diego's defense cannot get the stop. Perfect throw by Perez again. I know he's wide open, but sometimes it gets in your head when someone's that wide open and you miss a throw. So good timing from Perez. Able to step up in the pocket and drill Robinson right in the gut. He hauls it in. Inside the 30 to the 28. On the ground is Richardson with a nice hole to the 17. He is running the football very, very well right now. 62 yards. And it's another gain of 12. He's had 3 gains of 12 yards on this drive alone. That's exactly what I'm sure this is exactly what Tim Lewis imagined him doing on this drive. And you know, right now I'd expect this team to go back to Richardson. And this time they give it to Ladarius Perkins, who only gets back to the line. So they send it in the other back. They give it to him, but he's not Trent Richardson. Only gets back to the line, brings up 2nd and 10 now from the 17. And if you're Birmingham, you don't want to have to settle for another field goal either, because you're only going to get so many stops on that Fleet offense with how potent they can be. They need a touchdown on this drive. 2nd and 10, Perez fading to the end zone, and it is dropped. Quentin Patton had a chance at it, and he cannot haul it in. That was a nice pass from Perez, but coming over the top was the safety, Kelly. And he was just able to get in there and break that one up. And I'm sure that's one that both those guys want to have back. Could have been the big play that put him on top. 3rd and 10 now from the 17. Perez back to throw. Got time, now he's pressured. He's going to go down all the way back at the 24. Wow! Andrew Stelter in there to make the big-time sack, and Birmingham's going to have to settle for a field goal. And look at this. Trent Richardson should have picked him up there. He does not. And it's too easy for Stelter. Now, honestly, I think they're further back than 24. He's back more to 27 to 28. That was a big loss. And now Nick Novak's going to have more of a challenging field goal here. 41 yards. 41, 42 yards, give or take. Kick is on its way for the tie. He's got it. It is 12 to 12 with under 5 minutes to play in this third quarter. So we've seen a lot of offense, but both of them have been stopped the field goals since that first quarter, since their first drives. Both teams marched down, scored touchdowns right off the bat. We thought it was going to be an offensive shootout, which it kind of has been, except for the fact that neither team can now find the end zone. Gotta give Perez credit, though. I know he took the sack there, but he dropped a dime to Patton that just wasn't able to be hauled in. He had a huge 3rd and 11 conversion. Again, the 2nd and 3rd and 11 conversion in this game. He's doing a lot. He's keeping his team in it. And now it's going to be up to Birmingham's defense to try to get a stop. Meanwhile, San Diego, see if their offense can kick it back into gear and score another touchdown. 12 to 12, Brown takes a knee. Out comes Berkovici and his San Diego Fleet offense, starting at their own 25. Tied up at 12. It's a good one here at San Diego. 12-12. A lot of offense. Some nice defense. What you want to see? Phenomenal football. On the ground, that's Gardner around the edge, and he's swung down. Gets back to the line of scrimmage. Great tackle by Benequez Brown, who closed that gap very quickly. Birmingham's defense starting to step it up a little bit. The one thing they're going to do is just find a way to slow down Berkovici through the air. You know, cover these receivers who are just getting open time and time again. 2nd and 11 now from the 24. See if the play call is from Marks. Probably expect to see him go to the air here with Berkovici. Off play action. Rips it across the middle, wide open. Nelson Spruce to the 40. First down, San Diego. Great play call. I love this play call. You know, you got Spruce coming across the middle. And it just works to perfection. Spruce has got the speed, he's got the hands, he's got the agility. He's got some height, too. Kind of everything you want in one of those receivers that, you know, scrappy, gets the job done efficiently. 1st and 10 now from the 40. The defense saying we got to get to the ball. They certainly do. Gardner on the ground, and he's stuffed again. This defense led by Joe Powell on that one. Only a gain of 1 brings up 2nd and 9. And right now, Birmingham, if they can just find a way to contain Berkovici, they'll be in good shape. He's just been unstoppable through the air, which has made it so difficult on this team to get a stop. Off play action, Berkovici, same play design, same man. It's Nelson Spruce off play action, all the way to the Iron 37. And Birmingham's defense got to be kicking themselves there. You know, fool me once, you got me, fool me twice, I'm an idiot. And they got him twice. First and 10 coming up from the 37. Delayed give. Gardner bursts through the hole. Jaquan Gardner makes a move. All the way down to the 22. Gardner starting to feel it as San Diego was inside the 25. Look at this. The little stutter step there at the line of scrimmage. And then he just takes off. Gets well into the secondary on a gain of 15. is Jack Tocho that finally takes him down along with Jamar Summers. First and 10, the Fleet are rolling. The big question is, can they finish off this drive with a touchdown? On the ground, Watson is stood up. That's a loss of 3. What a play in the backfield by Jonathan Massaquoi. Wow. They've been mixing up a lot between Watson and Gardner, and Massaquoi, he's not having any of it. He blasts Watson there. Great tackle. Can this defense get more plays like that is the question. 2nd and 13 as we are under a minute to go in this third quarter. Still knotted up at 12. Off play action, Berkovici. Knocked away, dangerous throw. Elijah Campbell gets his hands on it. Almost a chance at an interception there, which would have really changed this game. 3rd and 13 from the 25. Can the Iron just contain these receivers for one more play here and make Donnie Hageman have to kick a field goal? Berkovici to throw. Birmingham brings pressure. Rips it across the middle, tipped up and nearly intercepted. Another dangerous pass. Excellent play by Jamar Summers, who's having himself a nice day. Brian Brown can't hold it in. Look at this. Just excellent coverage off the fingertips. And man, that was close to being an interception. 2 passes in a row that Berkovici kind of just gets away with one. He did put that pass there. Just excellent coverage from Summers. So once again, the Fleet are held to a field goal. Very great stand once again from this defense once they got their backs kind of set up against the wall. 42-yard field goal attempt is good, and Hageman puts them on top. A solid kick from Hageman. And they got the lead. 15-12. San Diego on top of Birmingham. Again, gonna have a chance to take a lead with a touchdown. I know field goals can be mildly boring, but this has been an exciting game. We've seen a lot from both these teams. Offense, defense, it's been fun. Hageman sends it away. Back to receive is Bray, who will take it from the goal line. Trying to get some blockers, cuts it upfield. He is speedy. Takes it at 28. Big question is right now, can Birmingham march down, score a touchdown? Trent Richardson, 62 yards on the ground and just 11 carries, averaging 5.6 yards per rush. He's looking solid. And he is solid. Probably one of the most buff running backs in this league. 1st and 10 now from the 28. They go to Richardson, who makes a jump cut and takes it up to the 30. Picks up about 2 on the play. Good tackle by Robinson. Richardson, I feel like if he didn't do that little jump cut, he actually would have picked up more. Regardless, it's 2nd and 8. See if the play call is going to be from Tim Lewis. His team down 3, and there's movement. That hurts. False start on the offensive lineman. That's Young. Brings up 2nd and 13. Five seconds. Last play of the third quarter. Perez backing up. He's just got to get rid of the football. Finally does. Slings it. And is that caught? It is! Unbelievable. How did he find Wes Saxton? That's a first down. We've come to the end of the third quarter. The Fleet with a 15-12 lead over the Iron in what has been a fun game here in San Diego. The Fleet looking to stay on top of their division with a win here, improve to 5-1. Meanwhile, the Iron looking to get an upset win on the road and improve to 4-2. Richardson on the ground, taken down from behind. A good tackle from Topu. 2nd and 7. If Tonella didn't make that tackle, Richardson, I think, would have had another first down. In the final quarter, this is where things are going to get interesting. Should be fun. 2nd and 7. All receivers spread wide. Perez to throw. Quick pass. It's dropped. Richardson can't hang on with the contact. Cameron Kelly in there to break it up. Huge 3rd and 7 right now for this Iron team. You can feel the tension in the air, and you can kind of feel like, you know, if they don't pick this up right now, San Diego could start to run away with it. We'll see. 3rd and 7. Blitz. Perez is going to go deep down the field. It is dropped by Patton. He had it. That probably would have ended up being a touchdown if he could have hung on. Quentin Patton, who is still without a catch today, he's had a few targets. Not a bad pass from Perez. Patton beats the coverage. He's got that in his hands, and I know Ryan Muller comes in there and, you know, kind of messes with his head, but still, he's got to come down with that catch. 4th and 7, and now Colton Schmidt is going to have this punted away. And that is disappointing for the Iron, who is now going to need their defense to step up again. A slow punt, nearly blocked. Barely got that one away. Goes out of bounds at the 23, not the best punt. And San Diego sets up shop. Decent field position. Nelson Spruce, he's got 4 catches, 104 yards. He's had an incredible day. The former LA Ram. 1st and 10 now from the 23. Back to throw is Berkovici. Quick pass, and that's inaccurate. His last 3 passes have not looked very good. 2nd and 10 from the 23. Birmingham's going to need one of these passes just to fall right in their laps. One of these errant throws, an interception, maybe pick 6. They need something, because if San Diego marches down and finally scores a touchdown here, it might just kind of be over. 2nd and 10. Off-play action. Berkovici with a hard fake and a dropped pass. Ford couldn't haul it in. Good coverage from Dak Tocho. Safety coming in there and make a play, and now it's a huge 3rd and 10 for the Fleet. And what can they come up with here? 3rd and 10 from the 23. Massive play. Berkovici to throw. Deep down the field, it's incomplete. He has missed his last 5 throws. And that's a quick 3 and out for the Fleet. So Mike Martz cannot get this offense going. And they're going to have to punt the ball away. Sooner or later, one of these teams is going to have to score a touchdown. Sam Irwin Hill punted away for the 2nd time today. He'll boot it. Back to receive is Quan Bray, who is going to get lit up by one of these defenders. And taken down right away at the 22. So 8:47 left to play. Birmingham, a lot of time to kill. You know, if they can put together a nice drive here, take off a lot of clock, they could be in good shape. 1st and 10 from the 22. Back to throw is Perez. With time, now pressure, has to let it go, and it is caught by Richardson, but it's only a gain of 2. He gets out of bounds at the 24. Good defense by San Diego. Second and 9 from the 24. Back to throw is Perez. With time, but he's got to let it go. He's going to take another deep shot down the field. It's tipped up and incomplete. That was dangerous. Looking for Wes Saxon, I believe. That was not a good pass. He did not step into that throw, and you could tell it was visibly short, and he's lucky that one hit the ground without it ending up in Fleet possession. 3rd and 9. Another crucial 3rd down right now for the Iron. Can they find a way to get it done? Back to throw is Perez. Once again with time. Backing up. Gonna let it go deep in the field. Man wide open is caught by Sexton. Down to the 41. 35 yards. And Birmingham with a huge third down conversion. Look at the way Perez just barely able to get this throw off. He's ready to get hit, and Saxon just finds the soft spot in the coverage. San Diego went zone, and probably should have gone with a little bit of man, because they let Saxon just sit there, and eventually Perez finds him. 1st and 10 now from the Fleet 41. A few more yards, and they can at least kick a field goal and tie this thing up. Perez will throw. Deep down the sidelines. He's got it. It's complete. 1st down all the way down to the 16. Devozia Felton with the grab. What a catch. Look at this. Beautiful hand-eye coordination and hand-eye foot coordination as he gets both feet in bounds inside the 20 at the 16. Birmingham has had to settle for a couple short field goals. San Diego's had to settle for a couple short field goals. Can the Iron find the end zone? They go on the ground. Richardson met immediately. What a tackle by DeMontre Moore. Demolishing Richard right off the bat. It's a loss of 2. Pushes him back to the 18. And that's just miscommunication offensively. The line just lets Moore come in unblocked. Moore is San Diego's arguably their best defensive player. You do not want him to get in the backfield unblocked. Just a thought, Birmingham. 2nd and 11 from the 18. Perez will throw. Going towards the end zone. He's got a man, and it is pulled in for the touchdown by LaDamian Washington. Birmingham is finally on top. Unbelievable. What a grab by Washington and a beautiful throw from Perez. His 2nd touchdown of the game. The Iron take an 18-15 lead. Look at this throw. Perfect back shoulder to Washington, who makes a great catch there and definitely gets both feet down in bounds with possession. The Iron are on top here on the road in a tough San Diego environment. That was impressive. And once again, going to booth review. Kind of surprised by this one. I think that one looks pretty clear. Get a look at his feet here. I mean, he's got both feet down as he makes that catch right there. Clearly has possession. Clearly 2 feet down. This one should stand. I don't see why it wouldn't. Let's see what the call is from the refs. And it stands. 18-15, and now Birmingham can make it a 5-point game if they can convert on this 2-point try. They go to Richardson. He's met immediately. Nowhere to go. So it will remain a 3-point game, meaning that San Diego just needs a field goal to at least tie this thing up to try to send it to overtime. They got plenty of time. 6:26. 3 timeouts. And that's tough for Birmingham now, too, because if you've got the 2-point conversion, it at least puts more pressure on San Diego to have to score a touchdown. And if they score a touchdown and they get the 2, then Birmingham needs a touchdown. So a good stop there from Mike March's defense, at least on that 2-point try. And Tim Lewis discussing a couple things with the refs. It has been a good game here in San Diego, regardless of whoever comes out on top. It's fun. 18-15. It's going to be interesting to see what happens down the stretch in these final 6.5 minutes as Brian Brown returns it up to the 29. So good starting field position. San Diego, can this offense get things going? Mike Bercovici has missed his last 5 passes in a row. Started out his game on fire. Really slumped off there in that mid-third quarter and hasn't bounced back since. This is going to be a massive drive for him. Can he put the team on his back? march them down, and find the end zone. I mean, they've marched out so many times and had to settle for field goals, and it might just come back to bite them. Berkovici, quick pass, and it is caught. What a grab by Brian Brown across the middle. Actually, no, Marcus Ball, excuse me, the tight end, to the 46. That's his first catch. He's been quiet today. That's a gain of 17. What a catch! In traffic with one hand diving to the ground. Glad we got to see the replay. My goodness. That is what you call skill. And for a tight end to make a catch like that, hell, impressive. 1st and 10 now from the 46. Berkovici to throw. Birmingham only brings 3. Going to sidelines. What a grab. That's Brian Brown this time to the 39. And just like that, San Diego, once again, is humming along. Look at this throw. Just over White. And Brown just with a nice sliding catch. 1st and 10 from the 39. First and 10 from the 39. Back to throw. Berkovici, quick pass. Knocked away. Dangerous throw. As Benequez Brown was all over that one. 2nd and 10 from Birmingham's 39 with 5:18 to play. The Fleet down by 3. You know, a field goal wouldn't be the worst thing, but of course you want to score a touchdown, especially since you haven't scored since the first quarter. Touchdown. Berkovici, quick pass. It's complete, and fighting for the first down is Brown, who's proven to be very, very efficient this game. 4 receptions for 61 yards, and he's had some clutch ones. Look at the fight here. He makes his catch, you know, about 6 yards into his route, but he fights for another 4 to 5 to pick up a first down. That's the type of fight that you want to see from someone like Brown, who may not get the attention that Dantes Ford, Marcus Ball, or Nelson Spruce do. He's a heck of a player with a lot of talent. 1st and 10 from the 28. Back to throw is Berkovici. Lots of time. Has to check it down. It's caught by Gardner, who's taken down immediately. Gain of only 1 to play. Interesting thing in Berkovici, who has thrown the ball really well today. No touchdowns. First touchdown, the only touchdown San Diego has, is from Gardner. He's made some big throws, but has not made the throw to the end zone quite yet. 2nd and 10 now from the 27. Can Birmingham up the ante here as they near? That's a big shot, and it's incomplete off the mark. Looking for Ball to the outside. Massive, massive 3rd and 10 for the Fleet. I mean, they might, if they have to settle for another field goal here, that'd be the 4th field goal of the game, and the 4th field goal from inside the 30-yard line. Berkovici to throw. Blitz from Birmingham. Rips it. Ran wide open as Spruce. Who else? Down to the 8. Time continues to run, and that is huge for San Diego. What a conversion. What a throw from Berkovici. Sensing the pressure. Making sure he got the ball out of his hands quickly and efficiently. And Spruce is that same play again. Just kind of like that deep cross. Across the middle. And he just gets lost in traffic. And Birmingham, I don't know how they keep letting someone like Spruce, who's so effective, especially when you get down here closer to the red zone. It's a big costly mistake, especially if San Diego scores a touchdown here. 1st and goal from the 8. High snap. It's Gardner on the ground. Makes a move. Makes another move. Gardner down inside the 5 to the 4. He is a juke master. 2nd and goal now from the 4, as we are now under 3 minutes to play. Birmingham looks like they're going to bring the house. They do. Berkovici, quick pass, and he just got to throw that one away. He had pressure in his face. Birmingham dial up a huge blitz, and now 3rd and goal from the 4. It does not get more crucial than this for both sides. Birmingham, can they stop them to a field goal and at least keep this a tie game? San Diego, can they break the curse and score a touchdown? Bergavici to throw. He's got time. Lets it rip towards the end zone, and it's out of bounds for Spruce. Nelson Spruce could not get his feet down in bounds, and now it's decision time for Mike Martz. 4th and goal from the 4. This would be your 3rd field goal attempt from the 5 or inside of it. That's insane. Spruce was open. He just kind of runs the route out of bounds. And they will send out Donnie Hageman to tie this thing up at 18 with 2.5 to play. Wow. The kick is on its way, and it is good. It is a tie game here in San Diego. 9 it up at 18. Sure, there was certainly some pressure there on Hageman, despite it being a tip shot. But, man, 2 22-yard field goals and a 21-yard field goal from Hageman. If San Diego ends up losing this game, it's obviously because of that and their inability to score a touchdown since that first drive. Meanwhile, Birmingham's got a pair of touchdowns and a pair of field goals. Hageman sends it away. Quan Breda receiving. He will take it out of the end zone. Looking for a blocker. Takes it up to the 25. So, a lot of pressure now on Luis Perez, who's played a solid game. You just got to be smart with the football here. 15 to 25, 225 yards and 2 touchdowns. You know, you can't ask for more from a quarterback that you know is not going to put up the flashy numbers. You just want him to do enough to get your team to win. Can he step up to the challenge and do that here? Trent Richardson with a massive hole. Trent Richardson down the sidelines all the way to the 48 of the fleet. Wow. So they decided to run. That's a 26-yard gain that pushes them all the way into San Diego territory. And I don't know how San Diego lets Richardson get this much room to the outside. At this point in the game, you simply can't do that. Heck of a play called by Tim Lewis. 1st and 10 from the 48. Off play action. Perez in trouble. Lets it go. Man wide open as Wes Saxon, the tight end. Swung down the 26. And that'll most likely take us to the 2-minute warning. Birmingham. Look at Wes Saxon with 101 yards receiving. Having a massive game as we hit the 2-minute warning here in San Diego. 9 it up at 18. It is intense right now. 2 massive plays in a row. San Diego brought a blitz, and it did not pay off. How about Perez? The leadership, the ability to read that the pressure is coming, and to get rid of the football with a beautiful touch pass to Sexton. You know, in the first couple weeks, we really didn't see him doing that. First few weeks, to be exact. Here in week 6, he's really starting to grow. 1st and 10 from the 26. They give it to Richardson. He swung down at the 27. Loss of 1. 2nd and 11. Time continues to run. I'm surprised San Diego's not using a timeout here. You'd think that they would want to do that and at least hope that they could hold Birmingham to a field goal and get the ball back with one last chance. And the only thing you could do here if you're San Diego, bring the house and just hope for a tackle for loss or a sack or something big, because Nick Novak, we know he struggled, especially outside once he gets past that 30-yard line. Off-play action, Luis Perez is going to throw. Being backed up, they're going to get the big sack. That's ridiculous. All the way back to the 36, that's Miles Nash. That's a loss of 9. Unreal. What was Perez thinking? You know, the one thing you couldn't do right there was either turn over the football or take a sack. And he takes a sack, and he just holds on to the football way too long. You just got to throw that one away. taking down the low back of the 36. This is really pushing it for Nick Novak. They've got to at least get some yardage here. 3rd and 20 from the 36. What is Tim Lewis going to try to dial up here for his offense? They go on the ground. Richardson, he's got a lane. Richardson brings it inside the 30 to the 27, and now San Diego uses a timeout. So it's going to be 4th and 9. Nick Novak is going to have to try to knock through a 44, excuse me. A 44-yard field goal here to put him up by 3 with under a minute to play. He's been solid tonight. Hit a pair. Can he go 3 for 3 and knock this one through? Game on the line. 44-yard attempt. It's good. Birmingham takes the lead 21-18 off the Nick Novak field goal with 53 seconds to play. Wow. What a drive when you needed it. A couple great throws from Perez. Trent Richardson, crucial, clutch runs. And it is 21-18. Simply unreal. 53 seconds left, and San Diego has 2 timeouts. They are going to need a miracle, but they only need a field goal. So if they can find a way to get into field goal range and, manage the clock well, which is something Madden has a really hard time doing, they could tie this game up and force an overtime. We'll see. Smart idea to make Brian Brown have to return this, take some more time off the clock, and he takes it to the 27. So now under 50 seconds, 49 left. First and 10 now. From the 27. San Diego, they've won 3 games in a row. That streak about ready to be snapped if they don't have a miraculous comeback right here, down 3 with 49 seconds to play. They go on the ground to Gardner. Why? Time is continuing to run. He only picked up 6. What is Mike Martz thinking? They've got to hurry up and get to the line. We're under 30. 30 seconds. It's going to be under 30 seconds. And now they finally use a timeout. I'm telling you, Madden is just terrible with the play clock. And you think, after all these years of developing, you could get this down. But apparently they still haven't. 2nd and 4 now from the 33. Why would you run the football? I don't understand. 2nd and 4. Berkovici will throw. Got time going deep down the field, and it's inaccurate. Overthrows his man. 3rd and 4. Under 30 seconds. 27. Third and 4. Back to throw. Berkovici rips it across the middle. It's hauled in by Ford. They've got to get to the line, and they're not going to use a timeout. Man, this play clock management is awful. Once again, they let a lot of time off the clock. So now no timeouts. 13 seconds left. You got to think you got to take a shot to the end zone or get a quick pass out of bounds. I have a feeling neither of those things are going to happen at this point. 13 seconds left. San Diego needs a miracle. Berkovici back to throw. Quick pass down the seam. It's called in by Spruce, but they're not going to have any time. That's going to end this game. It's over. The Birmingham Iron on the road get their 3rd straight win. They snap the 3-game winning streak of the San Diego Fleet with a 21-18 victory here. That was a statement win from the Iron, going up against one of the league's best and defeating them on the road. Goes to show the Iron are here to stay. What a win. A solid game from both sides, but that defense of Birmingham really stepped it up when it looked like San Diego was going to be unstoppable. Some questionable play calling there at the end by Mike Martz, and ultimately it cost his team the game. They lose 21-18, drop one at home. Massive win. So Birmingham improves to 4-2, and next week they'll be traveling to face Memphis. So that should be a winnable game there. They beat them in the opener, and definitely should have a chance to beat them there in week 7. They could definitely be 5-2. Meanwhile, San Diego, that's a tough loss for them, and they are going to be at Arizona next week, and that could be a game that pushes them all the way down to the 3rd seed if they lose that game. So a lot on the line for both these teams. San Diego, that's a tough loss. They're going to be heading into a 3-game road streak. Arizona, Salt Lake, or Orlando, 3 of the best teams in this league. This was not a game that they wanted to drop. Well, that about does it for us here at the AAF Simulated. Thank you all for joining us. Hope you enjoyed this game. It was fun. Birmingham gets the win, and week 7 is right around the corner. We should have some great matchups there as well, actually opening up with Atlanta and Orlando, both those teams 3-3. That is going to be fun. So that does it for us. Thank you for watching. Make sure to go subscribe to this channel. Go follow us on Twitter so you can get all the latest updates, information, all that good stuff. We've got a lot of cool stuff over there. And make sure to check out the Google Sheets document down in the description below. You get access to the season stats, the individual player stats, the standings, season itself, so much more. Lots of good stuff down there. We're super glad to be pumped. We're pumped to be back. So glad for all your support. Thank you. It means a lot. And we will see you in week 7.